Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ashita. My seminar topic is data mining technique for fertilizer recommendation. Next slide, Aki. Next, Aki. Vivek, next. Hello? Hello? I'm audible?
ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ
Ma'am?
ಡೂ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀವು ಸೆಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಲಾಗೌಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೊಸ ಸೆಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವಾಗ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್? 119 ಅಲ್ವಾ? 120 ಅಥವಾ 125 ಗೆ ಸೆಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವೇ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಸೊ ಅನ್ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಈಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?
ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ.
These are the contents we are going to study now about this topic. Introduction about the paper, data mining techniques, data mining used in agricultural field, technique used and data mining methodologies and it is used in agriculture field, research methodologies, study of soil classification, advantages and finally conclusion. Next step. Let's see the firstly this introduction about this paper. Agriculture plays a crucial role in the life of economy. It is the backbone for developing countries like India. To increase the crop production, many factors are responsible like soil, weather, rain, fertility present in the soil, fertilizer and pesticides. Usually soil parameters are used to increase the crop production because it is an essential and very important key factors in agriculture. To maintain nutrient level in the soil, in case of a deficiency, fertilizer are added to the soil. The most common problem the Indian farmers are facing here is choosing an approximate amount of a fertilizer and add them manually. Excess or insufficient amount of a fertilizer can also harm the plant life and reduce the yield. Here we are going to discuss about the fertilizer recommendation for agricultural soil by using the data mining techniques and also solving some of the problem that arises in agriculture by using the SING. Next. Data mining technique. Data mining is emerging research field in agriculture crop yield analysis. The techniques of data mining are extremely popular nowadays in the area of agriculture. Mainly data mining techniques are divided into two groups, that is classification techniques and clustering techniques. The classification techniques are designed for classifying unknown sample that are used for classifying the data. This set is usually referred as a training set that is used to train the classification techniques that is out that's supposed to perform the classification. Generally, neural networks and support vector machines, these two kinds of classification techniques learn from the training data how to classify the data. Another technique is KNN, K nearest neighbor technique, that does not have any learning phase because it does the training set every time when it's must perform the classification. A training set known and it is used to classify the sample of unknown classification. In the K nearest neighbor, the K refers to the number that algorithm is supposed to select the nearest neighbor in the system. Next one is the clustering technique. It is used to split the data in order to form the cluster. One of the most used clustering technique is the K means clustering algorithm. Given a set of data with unknown classification, the main aim of this algorithm is to find a partition of the set in which the similar data are supposed to be in the same cluster based on their similarity and their same characteristics. Here also K refers to the number of a cluster the system is supposed to perform. Next, Taki. Next one is data mining in agriculture. Data mining in agriculture is very current important research topic. It consists in the application of data mining technique for the agricultural field. Current technique of the data mining are able to provide the information related to the agricultural field, which can then be examined in order to find the important data that will be used for the further helpful in the agricultural field. Next, these are some scenarios that show the solving of agricultural field by using the data mining techniques. First one is a sorting apples by the water codes. Water codes. It is all about detecting the fault apple among the good apples by using the data mining techniques. Before going to the market, apples are examined and that one fruit which showing the faults are removed. However, there is also some kind of faults which will not visible, or that will affect the flavor or external look of the fruit. For example, like a water core. This is an interior apple disorder that can affect the lifespan of a fruit. Apples with the which contain the minimum water cores are pleasant, but apple with the maximum or medium water cores can also affect the other fruits which are along with them. For this reason, a computational system is under study which takes the extra pictures of that fruits while they are running on conveyor belts, and which is able to inspect that pictures and evaluate the probability of water codes present in that fruits by using the data mining. Next one is optimizing pesticides by using the data mining. Current studies by agriculture researchers in Pakistan showed that effort of a cotton crop growth maximize the yield through the pro-pesticides. That policy states that led to a dangerously high insecticides use. These studies also reported a negative association between the insecticides used for the growing of a crop and the crop yield in the Pakistan. And the immoderate use of pesticides harming the farmers by adverse laws in their financial, environment, and also social impacts. By data mining, the cotton pest scouting information along with their meteorological recording show that how the pesticides use can be reduced. Clustering of data revealed patterns for the patterns along with the insecticides use dynamics. Next. Technique used in the data mining. First one is a clustering. It is a process of partitioning the set of data into meaningful subclasses called clusters. Clustering is grouping the set of objects in such a way that the object in same group are grouped must be grouped together based on their characteristics. That is when doing classification. We first partition the data into the group based on the similarity between that object. For example, in general example, in library, there will be a huge number of books based on the different topics at the which are placed at the different self. So it will be very difficult to pick a particular book. So here comes clustering technique. By using the clustering technique, we can keep the book that have similarities in oneself. So it will be easy to grab the book. Clustering algorithm are essential approaches to analyze the agriculture data and also to achieve the particular soil type and identify crop which can produce the maximum production. The environment more temperature or less temperature, reduced or increased rainfall, variation in the market price of particular crop, etc. With all these aspects, it is very difficult for the farmers to take the critical farming decision. The environment parameters like temperature, humidity, rainfall are also analyzed by using this clustering technology. Next one is association rule mining. It is a popular and a well-researched method for discovering interesting relationship between the variables or items that present in the large amount of data set. It is like if then statement. that helps to show the probability between the data items in the data set. For in general example, if the person purchased the bread, then there is a chances of buying a butter. It shows how the objects are related to each other and how they tends to group together. Growing more than one crop in the same land yearly is known as a multiple crop or mixed crop. Cropping simultaneously and cropping sequentially are two kinds of a mixed or a multiple crop. By high utilization of a space and time, more crop can be grown in a year. It is called simultaneous growth. Simultaneous crop like growing the same kind of different kind, two kinds of a crop, like a mixed sugarcane or tomato or on the same land. And the sequential crop, like if the farmers growing the paddy now, after the cultivation of that paddy, if we grow ragi, then we going to earn the more money, because ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸತಿ ಅವನು ಪ್ಯಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅದೇ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ತರ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮನಿ. In this kind of cropping, the cropping or harvesting one after the another. The main advantages of multiple cropping is to increase the farmers by proper utilization of fertilizers and decrease the disease level, and a different fruit in the same land can be cultivated. Association rule mining is the best data mining technique for the searching and pattern among the large amount of data. The important concept involved in associations are like a transaction. It represents a set of items. Next one is a confidence. Confidence is the measure of the uncertainty associated with the each item in the database. Support. How often it refers how often the items are occurred together with the transaction is measured with the help of support. Next one is a classification. Classification consists of predicting the certain outcome based on the given input. Classification is a systematic approach to build the classification model from the given data or input data. Classification make use of some kind of mathematical techniques like decision tree and linear programming and neural network to perform the classification. Usually classification process performed in the two phases. First one is a learning phase. Second one is a classification phase. Learning phase, your training data are analyzed by classification to produce the result. Test data is used to estimate the accuracy of classification result. Next one is a classification phase. Model used to predict class labels and testing the model that constructed model on the test data and hence estimate the accuracy of classification rules. Last one is a regression. Regression, it is the data mining technique used to predict the range of a number value. It is also called continuous value. For example, might be used to predict the cost of a product, and it used to examine the relationship between the two variables, that is one dependent and independent variable. It states the relationship between the independent variable and dependent variables. So in order to predict the variation of the dependent variable through the independent variables, regression analysis has been implemented for predict the crop production and analysis the pattern of the crop. Next, Aki. Next one is a data mining methodologies and their uses in the agriculture. First one is K-means algorithm. K-means clustering is an algorithm. In this case, it don't have the label data. We have a set of data and we want to group them, and its name suggests K means clustering. We want to put them into the cluster, which means that are object that are similar in the nature and similar in characteristics need to put together. Here the K refers to the number of a cluster it should perform. Here the image show that before k-means and after k-means. Here the data before the k-means, it represents the cluster, how it look after the applying the k-means clustering algorithm. In general example, like in k-means, usually in many scenarios, let us take an example in the cricket game. It contains some data. This data has informed about the runs scored by one player and also wicket taken by the another player. We need to form the true cluster based on the more run maximum score run by the player as an batsman and another one as a bowler. By applying these algorithm, K cluster are formed based on the Euclidean distance. Object is placed into the respective cluster. The K-means algorithm is used to classify the soil in combination with the GPS global positioning system, classifying of plants, soil, grading apples before marketing them, monitoring of water quality changes, detecting weeds in a precision agriculture, and prediction of a vine formation. Problem can be performed by using the k-means approaches. By using the GPS, we can also know the soil features. That means whether that soil is able to or suitable to grow the crops or not. Like the sites which are suitable for the construction, there we cannot grow the any crop. And also the fertilizers, to which soil, which fertilizer, and what quantity of a fertilizer is supposed to be added. And also the harvesting, with what is the better time to harvesting the crop, then there we can avoid the loss of an crop. Next slide. Next one is a KNN algorithm. It's a simple algorithm. It can use it to solving the both the classification and regression problem. To regression, it easy to implement and understand, but as a major drawback is that it becomes significantly slow as the size of a data time data is very grow. Usually, it stores the all the available cases and classify the new cases based on the measure in that. In here in this algorithm, the output is the class member. In the diagram, if we place the any classes that we want to predict the type, based on the number, it select the nearest neighbor. The output is either class A or class B. In this kind of an algorithm, output is the given or a member of the classes. Usually, the k-means, main purpose of k-means is to use a database in which the data points are separated into the excuse me, several classes to predict the classification of new classes that we given. Usually, we give the use the Canaan algorithm when we have the small enough of the data, so that Canaan classifier completes the its running in a shorter time. This algorithm is used in imitating daily weather conditions and other weather variables, and also estimating the soil water parameters and climate prediction. Next step. SVM support vector machines. It, it is also used for both the classification and regression. Mostly, it is used for the classification. It performs the classification by finding the hyperplane that classify by finding the hyperplane that maximize the margin between the two classes. SVM works by mapping to a high dimensional feature space, and so that data points can be categorized even when the data are not other linear separatable. Usually SVM works well in a high dimension, so it easily solves the problems of a high dimensional. In support vector machine, support vector is a data or examples of training. It uses a subset of a training data, and it uses to represent the decision boundary. In diagram, it is uh, it is the boundary, and I already told a hyperplane. Hyperplane is usually used to segregate the two kinds of an instance. That means separate the negative instance and positive instance. The one important thing we always remember in SVM is we always select the maximal margin hyperplane. That is the difference between the negative hyperplane and the positive hyperplane. If the margin between this negative hyperplane is and the positive hyperplane is higher, then we must select that hyperplane. Otherwise we definitely get the bad output. If the margin is higher, then there is a chances of a generation of error is low. Otherwise our system will fail with the overfitting. In agriculture, SVM machine is used for the crop classification and in the analysis of climate change scenarios. Next one. Next one, artificial neural network. ANN is a computational model based on the structure. The functions of this biological network is to inform that flows through the network affected the structure of the ANN, because a neural network learns in a sense based on the input or output. It is a net. It is a connected connection. Neurons organized in the layer, that is input layer, output layer, and hidden layer. Input layer to which we given the output that brings the initial data into the system for further processing by the subsequent layers of an artificial neuron. Second one is an hidden layer. It performs the computation required for our network. A layer between it is lies between the input layers and the output layer. When the artificial neurons take in a set of weighted inputs and produce a output through the activation function. Output layer, it is a last layer which produces an output for us. The main aim of an ANN is to realize a very simplified model of a human brain. In this way, artificial neural network learn to clear a task or learn to solve the problem by mimicking the behavior of the brain. With the help in data mining, statistical model known as an ANN is a non-linear predictive model that learns through the training and the resembles biological neural networks. The neural network used in prediction of flowering maturity dates and also in forecasting of water resource variables in the agriculture. Next up. Decision tree algorithm. It is a tree structured shaped that represent a set of decision and generate the rules for the classification. Usually, decision tree is represented by using the two scenarios like nodes and leaves. Nodes are data which we are split in order to make the decision, and the leaves which are final output. Decision tree gives the graphical representation of all the possible solutions for the decision making, and it is usually based on some conditions. Decision tree classify instance by sorting them based on the characteristics value, that is nothing but condition we given. Each nodes in a decision tree represent a characteristic in an instance to be classified, and each branch signifies a value that the node can imagine. Instances are classified starting at the root node and ending at the leaf node. Decision tree rules provide the model transparency so that user can know the basis of a model prediction. In agriculture, it is excuse me, it is used to predicting the soil fertilizer. Decision tree classification technique is performed in the two phases, that is tree building phases and tree pruning phases. First one is a tree building phases. It is performed in the top-down manner. In this phase, the tree is recursively partitioned till all the data items in the tree belong to the same class label. It is very difficult and computationally intensive as a training data set are traversed repeatedly. Second type is tree pruning phases. It is performed in a bottom-up manner. It is used to develop the prediction and classify accuracy by minimizing overfitting. It is a less tasking compared to the tree building phase, as a trained data set is scanned only once. Next, again. Hello. Hello, next Aki.
ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು 6 ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay.
Taking too much
Research.
of time.
Okay, sorry ma'am. Research methodology. It is firstly data collection. Data set is required for analysis of a soil. This data set contains the various amount of an attributes. This table represent the different kinds of an attributes that describe the data collected for the soil sample, like pH level, organic, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, etc. Next, again. Soil test. Soil test is often performed in the commercial labs that offer the various tests. The advantages associated with the local lab is that they are most familiar with the chemicals or fertilizer level present in that soil of the area where the sample was taken. This enables the technicians to recommend the test early and are likely to reveal the useful information. Laboratory tests are often conducted to check the plant nutrition in the present in the soil in the three kinds of a category, that is major nutrients, secondary nutrients, and minor nutrients. It includes the major nutrients include the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Secondary nutrients include the sulfur, calcium, and magnesium. The last one include minor nutrients include the iron, manganese, copper, zinc, etc. Do-it-yourself kit is a one type of a kit that only tests these three kinds of nutrients and soil acidity and pH level. It is like a first aid kit. This first aid kit is available for people. This do-it-yourself kit is also available for the farmer. By using this kit, they only check themselves for the presence of these three kinds of nutrition present in the soil. Another kind is electrical meter that measures the only pH and water content in the soil. But laboratory tests are more accurate than these tests with the do-it-yourself kit and the electrical meter. Soil test is used to facilitate fertilizer composition and the dosage selected for the land that is usually used for the agriculture and horticulture. The soil contents like mineral soil contaminants include the zinc, lead, copper, mercury, which are heavy metals which are so poisonous for the soil. Presence of these heavy metals exhibit toxic effects towards the soil by affecting the growing process of the plant and also decrease the
Harshita?
Sir?
Max 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Questions the next 5 minutes.
Okay. Right. Heavy metals. Presence of these heavy metals in the soil alter the plant growth. Heavy metals causes the death of subsequent cell in the plant, result in the reduction in the crop growth and also yield. Next, Aki. This automated system is used to classify the soil. Expert system can be a very powerful tool in identifying the soil quickly and accurately. Traditional method, including the drawing of table and a flow chart, which take the maximum time. In order to prevent the consumption of timing, they proposed the automated system for the classification based on the fertility. Usually, the water and the chemicals present in the soil change the composition of a soil and may need to be tested separately. As soil nutrition vary with the depth and time. Next slide, Aki. Soil classification of was considered a critical study because depending upon the fertility class of the soil, the expert is going to determine which crop can be suitable for the soil and which what type of a fertilizer is supposed to be added for the same. The first is in a Navy base. It is a classifier under the supervised learning group which is based on the probabilistic logic. That means it uses the Bayesian theorem that forms the mathematical probability technique in order to calculate the probability of a particular event. Usually, these Navy Bayes consisting of a probability set that we use given to the system in order to predict the probability. We get a prediction as the result of that, and the data model which is obtained from this is called a prediction model and the probability model. Based on that model, based on the nature of that probability model, this algorithm will be trained for the very effective way. Next to J48. By applying a decision tree like this, the data set would allow us to predict the target variable of the new data set record. These generate the decision tree. The decision tree generated by this algorithm is used for the classification, and for this reason, it is also called a statistical classification. Next, okay. Advantages by using the data mining techniques in agriculture, farmers can. Sir.
Conclusion, Bani.
Next, last conclusion slide. Next.
Conclude ಮಾಡಿ madam.
Sir.
Conclude ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay. Agriculture is the most significant application area in the developing countries, as already told. Using of information technology in agriculture can use it for the better decision making and help the farmer to heal the in better way. For decision making and overall issues related to the agriculture field, data mining play a very important role. Here we have discussed about the role of data mining for agricultural field. We also discussed the several data mining techniques that can be used to solve the different kinds of problems. That's it now. Thank you.
Okay. Audience can ask.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Harshita, how many papers you referred for this presentation?
ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಬೇರೆ.
In your presentation, nowhere you have mentioned the list of papers which you are considering.
Ma'am, sorry ma'am, ನನ್ನ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ.
That is to be included, not in the report. Even in presentation, that need to be highlighted, alva. When we say that there is a presentation on technical seminar on some paper, the credit should be given to the author who has written that first. That need to be done first. And while planning your presentation, you need to plan accordingly so that you'll be able to convey what all things need to be conveyed within the specified time. It's taking too much of time doesn't mean that you know everything, alva. When you are presenting, you should present it in a crisp way. When questions are fired on that particular topic, then you can elaborate it much.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೋ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ
but in
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ,
depth
so
it's not necessary to go in depth because it's going to eat up too much of time. Okay,
Okay,
now
sorry.
those are the two points. You need not be sorry, it's just
Okay.
points which you need to keep in mind. Not only you, this is with respect to every other candidate who's giving presentation. So those
Okay.
are the things. And when you are presenting, more than the problem, more than the statement of the problem, you need to concentrate more on how the solution will be given to that using the technology which we are using in order to address that particular problem, right?
Okay.
That needs
Yes,
to
ma'am.
be elaborated much. Okay, na? So
Yes, ma'am.
that was lacking in your presentation here. Otherwise, you have referred enough papers, you have understood enough things, and you were explaining all those things. Everything was perfect. But the prioritization of concept while presenting was a little bit not in order. That you need to do. That you need to focus on.
Okay.
So, which is the main technology that you presented in this seminar? It is about your k nearest neighbor algorithm and k means algorithm, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Apart from that, what have you used in order to data mine?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಬೇರೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ. ಆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರದ್ದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರೀ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಈಗ ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, for that, how you have used data mining technology, how efficiently it is providing solution than the traditional conventional measures.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷ್ನಲ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ. ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ನಾವು ಮೆಜರ್ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ, ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್, ಆ ಥರ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರೀನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು.
Okay, that is fine. In order to do this decision tree, whatever you are telling, is it a portion of your data mining?
Sorry, ma'am.
Is it a part of your data mining? Data mining process alle barutta idu decision making, decision tree algorithm.
ಹೌದು.
Okay. So which is the major algorithm among k-means, k-nearest and decision tree algorithm? Which is the main algorithm that you are using in order to mine your data?
K means clustering.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, Harshita. I am done with this. What about the other two candidates when they are presenting their seminar?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಈಗಲೇ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಈಗಲೇ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ.
ಇವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
We have started from 12. Yeah.
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಏನೋ 1:30 ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶೋಭಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದಾ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ 3 o'clock ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ?
ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಬೇಕು. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ 2 hours ಇಂದ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಯಾ ಫೈನ್.
ಓಕೆ
ಹೌದು 2:30 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, 3 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
2:30 is okay ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಇಬ್ರದ್ದು ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. By 4 we need to finish.
Okay ma'am, by 2:30 will start.
Okay, by 2:30 we'll start.
Okay.
Thank you.
ಓಕೆ.
ಇದು ಕಳಿಸಿಪಾ, ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ 2:30 ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ.